the washer and dryer, which I understand about the gum, like if it, but either way, his reaction was not. Again, it was you are a B, you are a C, you like you're stupid, like you. Why can't you just da da da? All those things. On that, again, I would stand up for myself, but I did not. I still did not leave. I'll go and pout or get mad, go to the other room. He'll come apologize, and that was that. Then there was, I was going out with my girls. So my friend told me that she wanted to go to the club and blah blah. If first of all, now, well, first of all, I'm with a man that's not jealous now, so he wouldn't have the problem anyways. But if my girls, whatever, if they ever say let's go to the club, I don't even like clubs like that. I've had weird experiences with clubs. I like more like a lounge that kind of turn into a club. It's more classy. You know what I'm saying? A lounge, like a cute little lounge, okay, and that it has a dance floor, and if people choose to get up and dance, if people choose to get up and dance, that is more my vibe. But if my girls say they want to go to a club or party or whatever, I'm gonna go. So I didn't ask him to go because before my friend texted me, he told me that his siblings were coming over. So I didn't invite him. I told him, I was like, hey, me and so we're going out. We're going out and blah blah blah. And he started pouting. I'm like, why are you pouting? Your siblings are coming over. He was like, you didn't invite me and blah blah. And I'm like, why would I invite you? You say your siblings are coming over. I was like, well, do you want to come? Did he end up coming that night? No, that wasn't the night. We've hung out with gone to the club with friends before. But anyways, when we were at, anyways, so y'all, let me describe the outfit that I had on. Okay, I had some shorts on. My booty cheeks weren't out. It's just regular shorts. No, they weren't like to my freaking knees. But there was no ass was showing. No, nothing was showing. It was just regular shorts. It was green shorts, I remember. And then I had a bralette on. It was like a greenish bralette. And then I had on a jean. It was more like a dress, but you could wear it like as a jacket type thing. I had that on. So really, the top of my boobs was showing, my stomach was showing. And then I had on boots. Like not heel boots, flat boots. Part of my thigh was showing, a little bit of boob in my stomach. Now, I've been to the club. I've seen people, okay, nearly butt naked, okay? Basically have a tape to cover the boobs. You know what I'm saying? I was conservative compared to a lot of people. And even now, like, people aren't going to say that I'm conservative. But for the most part, I mean, I may show some skin, but I've seen worse, okay? But that's what I was wearing that night. I was about to say her name. She called me. She was like, hey girl, what you wearing? You wearing heels? Blah, blah, blah. Like, so we could like kind of match. I was like, no, I'm just probably wearing some boots or whatever. And then, when he heard her say, what are you wearing? He said something like a slut. That's what he said. I don't know if you could say that word on YouTube. That is what he said. Some like And then I described my outfit to my friend, and she was like, and he was he was pouting and whatever. I ended up leaving. Bye bye. I came home. His siblings were still there because they probably spent the night. They were always over at our place, always. So that's verbal abuse. So that's what I was dealing with. I should have left so many times, but I allowed his tears to think, like I was hoping that he would change, because he told me he would change. He told me he would go to counseling. Cause okay, so I knew he had anxiety. There was another thing that happened too. We weren't living together yet. We were at his parents' house, his room or whatever. His ex. This is another sign. His ex ended up pregnant, supposedly. I don't know. To this day, I don't know. She was trying hard to get him back and stuff. Even knowing about me, she was still trying hard to get him back. Apparently, they broke up because she cheated on him. Oh, she cheated on him. And I kind of know that to be true because I saw text messages or whatever and her apologizing and blah blah. So I know he didn't lie about that. Oh, I don't, unless the text messages were fake. But yes, she cheated on him. That's why they broke up, and he swears that he would never go back with her and blah blah. But she was acting crazy. Like, knowing that he was in a relationship now, she was still trying to get back. Then, because she was acting crazy, calling him and apologizing, wanting to get back together, and even showed up at his house or drove by. I don't know. Yeah, and dropped what is it called? The mammogram, whatever, the baby thing. Drop one of those off in an envelope or whatever. I thought it was fake because she was acting crazy, and he thought it was fake too. So it was this whole thing. Like, I literally had to insert myself in it. Okay, because now you're disrespecting me because you know about me, and now you still continue calling and da da da. All right. So then I had to message her and be like, look, the man said he doesn't want you. I've heard him talk to you and say that. The man says that he's in a relationship talking to someone else, and you steadily calling and texting and blah blah, trying to get back together and all that stuff. And I was like, he said he don't want you. Let it go. Let it go. I was like, you deserve much better than a guy. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up on a decent note. Oh, I was carrying the envelope, or he showed me something, and I think the picture fell down the stairs or whatever. He thought, and he flipped shit on me because he thought that his mom was gonna find out. So that's another instant. Get like being upset, mad, blah blah, all of it. Okay, so that's so many. I can't believe I'm remembering all this stuff. When we moved in, our neighbor, we were toxic. We were fighting all the time, like all the time. There was yelling, and there was this time in the elevator. He was being sweet to he was opening a door for her or something, and I was like, don't let that fool you. And she said, I heard. She was like, I've heard, because she was like my neighbor. I didn't even know that when I said it. She was like, I've heard. I was like, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, we were that person that like people could hear us arguing, and like, and they heard the shit that, you know what I'm saying, that he I'm not crying, I promise. It's just this fucking, no, it was just, oh, see, thinking about something else now. Okay, near the ending of our relationship, like it was like almost over. So he was beginning school. Okay, this is part of the psychological emotional abuse. He was beginning school. That's I'll so that now I'll save that part because it has financial abuse in there and also emotional and psychological. So I'll just save that for when we go into the financial abuse stuff. I'm saying that he never. Um, I'm the only one he acted that way with. That's why it took me so long to get. I thought it was me. Like I was like, when we broke up, I was like, I was blaming myself. Maybe if I would have done that different, if I would have done this different, if I, he would not have treated me that way. Um, we wouldn't have ended if I would have done this and that different. Like I said, until that girl messaged me and we exchanged notes, basically the stuff that he did to me, he was doing to her. Like we were literally like, oh wow, like you know what I'm saying? Like on Instagram, he did that to you too. But like we were literally exchanging, and I was like, so I was not the problem. We can't both be the problem. That's when I got closure. That was a year after a breakup. That's when I got closure. That's when I got closure. I was replaying shit over and over in my head, like how I could have done something different and all that stuff. It didn't help. My mom was, well, I feel like mom tried to give advice at the wrong time because I was going through a depressive state. Like after I left them, I I went to counseling. I was depressed, y'all. Like I was like lost weight. I was like skinny bones. I didn't even like how I looked. Like I'm small now. Just imagine me smaller. Like bones were showing. Like it was not attractive. Within the midst of going through that stuff, my mom was. She was like maybe like trying to get me to see. I guess his point, like the stress that he might have been under because it's his first time moving out of his mom's house, and we had bills and stuff that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? That contributed with me blaming myself for stuff too, because I'm the one who suggested that we moved. Okay, that we moved in together because I wanted to leave home. Well, I actually left home before we even moved in together. Stuff with my mom, like stuff we just weren't getting along and blah blah. He was on board with it, so that's why I say it isn't or it was it isn't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So when she said that, so that added more. I'm like, so I was the issue. I put that stress on him and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess I will see you guys when we talk about financial abandonment, neglect. Well, I have to. I'll see. I'll see. I don't know which one I'm going to do next. But y'all, they don't change. They don't change. They don't change. Things just kept getting worse to the point where he was done saying that he was going to change. He was done. He was like, I don't need counseling. I'm not going to counseling. So yeah, yeah. Towards the end, yeah. And I remember my mom had a dream about him, which scared me too. She told me the dream, which it scared me. But I was out to prove a point. Um, my mom, I remember going to visit my mom, and she was like, Rochelle, don't go, like don't leave, like um, you can stay here, and you know what I'm saying. And she told me she had a dream about him. I was in the apartment, I and the apartment was on fire, and there was a woman helping him or something like that. I don't remember the exact thing, but that's why she was begging me not to leave. I had that dream or whatever. And then when I came home, what really scared me was the haircut, cuz when he has his beard, him without his beard, y'all, that's different. That creeped me out cuz he little low-key looked like a little serial killer. So my mom told me that dream, and then I came home and then he had shaved his beard, and I was a little creeped. I was sleeping with one eye open that night. I was sleeping with one eye open that night because it was bad. My mom's dream foreshadowed. It didn't happen like that, but I did end up in the hospital. So I feel like that was God. I guess God talking to my mama, telling him that something wasn't right. And the thing is, I didn't even tell my mom the stuff that was going on until the end. Like I didn't even tell her. So yep. So I'll come back. I don't know what I'm gonna do the next one. I'm not gonna make no promises because you know how I am. I'm not very consistent on here. I ain't even gonna try to play. But whenever I feel like it, I guess. I hope you guys learn something, and please, they will not change. They won't change. Things just get worse the longer you stay, to the point where you could die.